So in this problem, we need to determine the value of the following trigonometric expression. So here our expression is given by sine 10 degrees times sine 50 degrees times sine 60 degrees times sine 70 degrees. Now, except for sine 60 degrees, we do not know the values of the remaining trig function. So let's use the value of sine 60 degree. We know that has a standard value of square root of 3 over 2. So we'll write it first. Well, square root of 3 over 2 multiplied to sine 10 degree times sine 50 degrees times sine 70 degrees. Now, if we consider the product of these two sine function, we can use a transformation formula here. The formula being, if we have 2 times the product of two sine function, so that simply becomes the difference of two cosine function. However, we have a factor 2 missing here, so that's not a big issue. All we have to do is multiply and divide by 2. So we should get square root of 3 over 4 multiplied to 2 times sine 10 degrees times sine 50 degrees. And we have sine 70 degrees multiplied to it. So what we'll do, we'll apply the transformation formula to 2 sine 10 degree times sine 50 degree. So we should get square root of 3 over 4 multiplied to, now we have cosine of a minus b. So let's take a to be greater than b, and here we will suppose a is 50 degree and b is 10 degrees. So we get 50 degrees minus 10 degrees minus cosine of 50 degrees plus 10 degrees whole multiplied to sine 70 degrees. Okay. Now moving on, we should get square root of 3 over 4 times cosine of 50 minus 10, so that's 40 degrees. So cosine of 40 degree minus cosine of 50 plus 10 degrees, so that's 60 degree whole multiplied to sine 70 degrees. Now we know the value of cosine 60 degree, so that has a standard trig value of 1/2. So we get square root of 3 over 4 times cosine of 40 degrees minus half whole multiplied to sine 70 degrees. Now we'll multiply sine 70 degrees to each of the terms within the parentheses. So we should get square root of 3 over 4 multiplied to cosine 40 degrees times sine 70 degrees minus half times sine 70 degrees. Now we're going to take half as a common factor from within the parentheses. So this is going to give us square root of 3 over 8 whole multiplied to 2 times sine 70 degrees times cosine 40 degrees minus, since we pulled out half, so this will be negative sine 70 degree. The reason why we pulled out the half, because now we have another transformation formula. 2 times sine A times sine B, so that will be equals to the sum of two sine functions. So let's apply it. So we get square root of 3 over 8 multiplied to, so here we have sine of angle A plus B, so that will be 70 degree plus 40 degree plus sine of angle A minus B. So we have 70 degrees minus 40 degrees minus sine 70 degrees. Right. So this will be equals to square root of 3 over 8 times, so 70 plus 40 degree, that's going to be 110 degrees plus sine, so 70 minus 40, so that's 30 degrees minus sine 70 degrees. Fine. Now let's work at sine 110 degrees. Now we know that sine 110 degrees, this can be also expressed as sine of angle 2 times 90, so that's 180 degree, and from it if we subtract 70 degree, then we should get back 110 degrees. But the reason we're writing in this particular fashion, because now we have an even multiple of 90 degree. So whenever we have an even multiple, so the sine function is going to remain a sine function, but the new angle is going to be 70 degrees. And the sine of the final value is going to depend on which quadrant we are lying, depends on which quadrant 110 degree lies. So here we can immediately see that 2 times 90 degree tells us that we are in the second quadrant. So it's denoted by the number 2. And we are also subtracting an acute angle 70 degree from it. Since it's an acute angle, we're still going to lie in the second quadrant. And in the second quadrant, the sine function is always positive. So we get positive sine 70 degrees. So this is going to be equivalent to sine 110 degree, the value. So that means now we will have square root of 3 over 8 multiplied to sine 70 degree. All we're doing is replacing sine 110 degree with sine 70 degree, plus sine 30, so that's half, minus sine 70 degrees. So we can cancel out sine 70 degrees, and now we get square root of 3 over 16. So this comes out to be the final value. So therefore, the value of the given trig expression, sine 10 degree, sine 50 degree, sine 60 degree times sine 70 degree, that it came out to be square root of 3 over 16.